Afternoon, everyone. Just want to make a public announcement. In our upcoming training with the Mecklenburg Council of Elders, there is a new program on the Up and Rise called Eviction, Resolution, Mediation. Did you know that if you have an eviction on your record, then it's on there permanent? And having a permanent eviction on your record may cause you not to get another apartment or house or anything in reference to having credit. It destroys your credit. However, we're coming up with some programs and some plans to educate the public in reference to upward mobility in order to attack their eviction record.
Okay. Did you want to mention the hotel?
I would also like to say, people that live in hotels, there is information out there for you in reference to whether you will be evicted or not. I just learned recently that if you live in a hotel, they need to consider whether you are a guest or a tenant. If you are a guest, then the chances are, yes, you can be evicted. But if you are a tenant, then the people who have to go downtown file charges for an eviction because you also will be treated as a tenant. And in order to be evicted, there's a process. They need to fill out the paperwork and give you ample time to pay your rent. For more information, we will have training coming up soon and information how to find out what your rights are as a tenant. Thank you.
That, Terry, is very good information when it comes to landlord-tenant relationships. Because if, in fact, I live in a hotel, that means that I would have to know whether or not I am considered a tenant or
Yes.
or a guest. And who makes that decision? Do I decide if I'm a guest or a tenant, or does the landlord?
Hypothetically, if you are in a hotel and you're there more than 5 days, that's considered a tenant. If you are in a hotel for 3 days, chances are they will consider you as a guest.
So there are individuals in Charlotte living in hotels and have been there definitely more than 5 days. They are considered tenants.
They are considered tenants, and there are so many agencies out here now that if you're having problems paying your rent as a tenant in a hotel, there are different agencies out here that's offering rental assistance. So there's no need to actually become evicted or homeless when you can utilize some of these resources and services.
It's important that we know this. It's important that you pay attention. We're talking to our listening audience, our viewing audience, because this is something that's happening all over, particularly during this time of the pandemic. You need to know that so that individuals aren't coming to you and talking about setting your things on the sidewalk,
That is
basically.
correct.
Right. So thank you so much for that, Terry. The other thing that we want to make sure that our listening and viewing audience knows is stay connected. Please subscribe today or tomorrow or whenever. The video will be up, and you can always invite friends to come over for a Know Your Rights viewing. However, we do want you to subscribe. We want you to pay attention and stay tuned in, because the Mecklenburg Council of Elders will be calling for a moratorium on gun violence. So that means that we want it to stop, and we're going to not only ask that it stops, we're going to tell you how to stop this gun violence in our upcoming moratorium request. So it's a press release. Press release is to be announced. You will know first if you subscribe to YouTube and keep in touch and stay connected to Mecklenburg Council of Elders. Thank you so very much. Thank you for tuning in Thank you for listening and for your loyalty. Have a great afternoon.